Hey there, I am Parth Doshi, exploring the field of RPA and sharing my learnings with you by making videos. So in my last video, as I said, invoke code is one of the most useful activity that I have found. So I'm trying to bring up more examples and more different scenarios in which we can use invoke code and make our code and make our robot or workflow more faster compared to using multiple activities. So in this video, in the last video, we have seen how to perform an image operation, like converting an image from one format to other. But in this video, we are going to work with Excel files. So what we are going to do is basically, we are going to mm, take a data table as an input, right? So last time we saw that there is an option to pass the arguments, but we didn't pass any arguments. But in this one, we are going to pass arguments as well. So what we are going to do is, we have one Excel file. We are going to add columns to that. We are going to perform arithmetic operations, all using just one activity called invoke code, and with 5 or 6 lines of code. So we are going to do that complete operation in this particular video. So without any delay, let's get started. Okay, so first let me show you the Excel file. Okay, now as you can see, there are 3 columns: product, price, and discount. So what I want basically is, what we are going to do in this video, we have this discount percentage: 10, 10, 10, 20, 5, 10, 5. So I'm going to add 2 more columns over here after processing. That is going to be the discounted price and the final price, right? So for discounted price, obviously we are going to, yeah. So what we are going to do is, we are going to add one column over here, which is going to be discounted price, and we are going to calculate the discount amount, right? So 25,000 and 10% discount. So it is 2,500. So that will be calculated over here. And then what we are going to do is, final price is basically going to be this price minus the discounted price is going to be my final price of the product, right? So that operation we are going to do using just one activity. So like normally when we do is, we have one assign statement to add the column. So this is the way. I know there can definitely be different ways as well. So what we do is, we add a column over there using one activity, then we calculate the difference. So first we will be calculating the, you say, discount price, then we'll be calculating the final price. So definitely we need 2 assign statements for that, to assign to this particular row, and then we do the right range. So you see, there are approximately 3 or 4 activities being used to do this same thing, right? But here we will use only one activity, invoke code, with 4 or 5 lines of code will perform this complete operation. So let's go ahead and build our workflow. So I've already built the workflow, but I will be explaining step by step. So first one is definitely going to be a read range. I'm going to read my data, and I'm saving it into an input DT. So this is the data that which we are reading. Later, invoke code I will explain. Before that, we are having write range, in which after processing or performing the calculations, adding the columns, right, we are going to write the data into output DT from the invoke code, right? So what happens here, we are reading, here we are writing, and all the operations, that is adding the columns, calculating both the discounted price and the final price, is done over here. So let me edit the code. Okay, before that, edit arguments. So what I'm going to do is, as you know, I have two DT over here, DT1 and DT2. DT1 is which I'm going to send my input data table to this particular data table, right? And my DT2 is going to be the output data table from my invoke code. So after the code gets executed, I'll be writing the data into DT2, and that will be stored in output DT, which I'm using over here, as you can see. So let me show you all the code. So dim row as data row. So we are declaring this particular variable as data row. After that, DT1, you know, it is my input data table. So whatever data I have read is stored in DT1, since I'm passing it as in argument. So DT1 dot columns add, I'm going to add the discounted amount which I want first, and dt1 dot columns add final price, right? So you see this, these are already pre-built function. What I have to do is I have to just write my data table name dot columns, add the discounted amount and the final price. Now obviously we need a for each loop, right? So for each row in dt1 row, what we are going to do is that particular row of discounted amount will have the amount of price multiplied by the discount. So when I multiply 2500, okay, let me just open the calculator. So 25,000, right, into 10, okay, divide by 100 gives me the discounted amount. As you can see, 10% of 25,000 is 2500. So we are performing that same operation over here. So I am converting it to double because the sometimes the price can be in decimal as well, so we need all that accurate amount. So convert dot to double row the price, right, into convert dot to double row the discount. So we both are multiplying them, and then at the end after the result we are dividing it by 100. So now the next part is calculating the final price. Convert dot to double row the row of price, right? So 25,000 minus, here I will be having the value 2500. It is going to give me 25,500. So this is what I want in the output. So for that, what I'm doing is row of final price, convert dot to double row of price minus convert dot to double row of discounted amount, since we have already added that particular value. Now after that it should go to the next row. So this, for this you need to have knowledge of VB.NET code. You can even write in C#. Two languages are supportable, but here I'm using VB.NET. Now after that, all these operations are performed in dt1, and dt1 as the final calculated output along with columns and all that. That I'm going to assign to dt2, that is going to be my output data table. So in argument, what it will do is it will pass the complete value of dt2 data table to my output data table, which I'm writing in right range. So you see, with just 8 lines of code, let's, if we eliminate the main declaring variables and all that part, then it's just 4 or 5 lines of code, and we are performing the complete operation that we need to do. And it is very much faster compared to the set of 3 or 4 activities that we would have used. So this is the, you say, advantages of using invoke code in some particular scenarios. As you can see over here, in just few lines of code we are able to do that complete operations. So now we have written our complete logic over here, and we have passed the arguments as well. So what I will do is I will save, I will close my Excel file, don't save, right? Let me just check. I think I changed some data. No, everything seems fine. Close, open this, save, and let's run. How much time did it take? 3 seconds. In 3 seconds it was able to execute the complete data, and it is definitely faster compared to the sets of activity we would have used in the typical way. Now you see, the output is as perfect as we would have used our normal activities. 2500 the final price, it's 4500, definitely 40,000. You see decimal values are also there over here. On 2005% discount, that is 100 rupees, so the final price becomes 1900. So you see, we were successfully able to calculate all the values over here. We were able to add the columns perfectly. So this is another example of how you can use invoke code to perform the operations and reduce the number of activities and make your workflow more faster. I hope you understood the complete workflow and the code syntax over here. I will be making many more videos on this particular concept invoke code, because I'm finding it very much useful, and there are many times some things that we need to write in code to make our workflow more faster rather than using 4 or 5 sets of activities. Thank you for watching the complete video. Please do subscribe to my YouTube channel, Parth Doshi Learning by Doing.